have you learned? I was programmed to beat you.
Hello everyone, and guess what?
It's time!
Oh yes, episode 13 of Gaming News Live. Where the hell is 13 episodes coming from? But Cyclops, are we all systems go?
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Well, that's a good thing to know, isn't it? Yes, we've got a lot to talk about today. Some good, some bad, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's the games industry. So who have we got in chat? I can see a Mart S25 and my brother from another mother, Aero Nation. Come on, guys, get this shared out. But
Welcome
to the pair here at the moment. I think there's 3 in chat, so I can see. So if you're one of these and you want to participate, jump in. We're not going to bite. But yeah, we've got quite a bit to talk about. What have I been playing recently? Well, I've been bouncing between Resident Evil Requiem, which I have to admit is an absolutely stellar game, regardless of all of the issues I've had with it. I've also been playing Disco Elysium on Game Pass, and yes, I finally started Crimson Desert, which I said I was going to do last week, and my god, that game is good. Very, very good. I haven't played all that much. I think I've just started chapter 2, but the joys of real world work and all of that stuff gets in the way. But yes, we have got a lot to talk about. And no, it's not going to be Crimson Desert for the 3rd week running, as much as I just mentioned it then. We're going to be talking about the likes of Mass Effect, Gears of War, some closures at certain studios, which is a little bit interesting. Obviously, Xbox FanFest for the 2nd week running. Yes, it is going to be a brief one. And Lord of the Rings. We are going to be getting another game, or maybe 2. We don't know yet. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that as well. So we have got a lot to talk about. Aero Nation's in off. Oh yes, Aero. Oh boy, more closures. You're not wrong there, my friend. But what's this? I raged quitted Super Meat Boy 3D on a stream earlier just to finish off the stream. Oh, Brandon's in the house.
Welcome.
Been a while, Brandon. But if any of you guys were watching XNC, you'll probably notice that I wasn't in the live chat last night. How do I put it? Being back in work is definitely started to kick my backside, and I decided, no, I'll leave the stream playing, but I wasn't participating and I fell asleep. So it is what it is. But what are you guys in chat been up to? What have you been playing? Well, we know Aero Nation's been playing Super Meat Boy 3D, and he's just rage quitted a stream. So that's not my kind of game if you're having a rage quit, mate. So yeah, let me know what you've been playing in chat. I'd like to know. But yeah, I'm busy. And the games just keep on coming. There's Cthulhu, the Cosmic Abyss out soon. You've got 007. There's just not enough time in the day to play all these games. But Mass Effect. Now, we're not talking about the game tonight. We are talking about the TV show. Yeah. Let's go over and have a look, shall we? Yes. The Mass Effect TV show, and this is over on Kotaku. The Mass Effect TV show will reportedly be rewritten to appeal to non-gamers. Really? Oh, is this going to be another Halo? Little subtitle: production on the Amazon adaptation is on the verge of starting, but the script still needs some work. Why? Why are you trying to appeal to the masses? This is stupid. Amazon head of global TV, Peter. Well, that guy must have got caught by chat there. Peter Friedlander has requested that the scripts for the upcoming Mass Effect TV series are being rewritten to appeal to non-gamers, claims a new report by the Ankler. Although that may sound like a bad news to fans, the flip side is that production for the series is reportedly on the verge of starting. It's not filling me full of much hope, if I was to be honest, especially after Halo. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. The Ankler reports via IGN that several Amazon Prime projects have been delayed by Friedlander, who has apparently taken quite an active role in the approving scripts, can't get my words out tonight, script decisions since taking over as head of TV in October 2025. The Mass Effect series is one such project, which is described as a pricey genre drama in the report. So it's costed him all of this money to make Mass Effect, and yeah, they're rewriting it for the non-fans. Yes, Aero Nation, trusting Kotaku is a choice, but I read a couple of other articles that were going into it as well. But if they're rewriting this for non-gamers, we're going to get Halo, as I keep saying. My pet peeve with that show, Master Chief never takes off his helmet. Ever. It's always been made out that that suit is the one thing keeping him alive. And yeah, they ruined it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even bring myself to finish season 1. But I'm hoping that this doesn't go the way of Halo. But it continues here. Get rid of that ad. Gee, where's Ad Central? Of course, the bit that's upsetting for the Mass Effect fans is that Friedlander has supposedly requested that changes be made to the scripts to make the story more appealing to non-gamers. Oh, 78 Inc. is in the house.
Welcome.
You haven't missed much, my friend. Appeal to more non-gamers. Why? Just leave it alone. However, without the full context, I'm not sure this is something we should actually be upset about. Well, that depends on how you take it. Previous reports have stated that the story will be set after the events of the original Mass Effect trilogy, so it's possible that the current story doesn't have enough contextual detail for those unfamiliar with the games to understand it fully. Fair enough. But still, why are you messing with Mass Effect? It may be set after the trilogy, which gives them a little bit of free play with the stories, because obviously Shepard, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't played it, but we all know how that trilogy ended, and it didn't end on a good note. There wasn't one ending that was particularly good at all. So, yeah, that's what we're getting with Mass Effect's TV show. Hopefully, they don't completely and utterly mess it up, but we can only hope. But yes, what have we got going on in chat? What are you guys thinking about this? Let's have a look. Matt S25, but this was a beauty pageant Master Chief, and he needed to look pretty for the camera. Yes. I don't know what they were thinking. It was not good at all. I know season 2 supposedly got a bit better, but I don't know how you can follow on from the trash that was the first season. there's more non-gamers than gamers they're targeting instead of who made the franchise what it is. Completely agree with you, Aero Nation. Forget the fans. The games industry's gone that way. They're forgetting about the fans. Well, maybe not so much at Xbox at the moment, where the fans are at the forefront, so we can only hope. The Great War is in the house. Just seeing you in chat, I'll give you your welcome. But yeah, it's one of them. It is one of them. What can we do? We're just going to have to wait and see what they do with it. Just got to hope they don't completely mess it up. Because if I was to be honest, it will make for some good TV. It'd be like a mature version of Star Trek. So, yeah, that's not much more I can say on the Mass Effect front. Other than Amazon, don't mess it up. It's, yeah, not feeling hopeful, but hey ho, we will have to wait and see. But yeah, to the guys and girls jumping in now, please tell me what you're currently playing. I asked the guys at the start what you're playing at the moment, so yeah, let me know. Also, Aero Nation and 78. I am going to try and get on Battlefield tomorrow night. So I will hit you guys up. Probably jump into Mag's lobby. Just so you know. So if anyone else wants to join us, feel free. What else have we got going on in the chat? I would rather have seen it on Netflix than Amazon. Yeah, 78, you're not wrong there. Working on Crimson Desert now. Dude, that game. 78, that game is just... yeah, I've not played that much. As I said, I've only got chapter 2, as I've been bouncing between Resident Evil and I've been playing Disco Elysium, and that game is just, yeah, don't know how I missed that one all them years ago. Oh yes, Battlefield, Wednesday night, I will hit you guys up. Aero Nation, hey, Amazon, don't mess up Lord of the Rings. Messes up Lord of the Rings. Hey, Amazon, don't mess up Mass Effect. Let's see. Yep, it's true. But we will be talking about something Lord of the Rings specific, as the thumbnail suggests, a little bit later on. But Gears of War, that's how we're going to move on now, is we're all getting excited to see what E-Day looks like at the showcase in the summer. But some interesting news came out from Liam McIntyre. Yes, the guy that voiced dear old Marcus's son in the later 2 games that never became a trilogy. Well, they almost became a trilogy because according to Insider Gaming, who have, well, this is actually on Twitter as well, Liam McIntyre has come out and said that we almost got Gears 6 instead of E-Day, which is quite an interesting thought, if I was to be honest. What have we got else in chat before I carry on? Great War, I've not been playing much lately, but the last 2 games I've been working through are Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. It's supposed to be really hard, that game. And Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma on Switch /Switch 2. Yeah, Matt will know what that is. He's my resident, well, other than you, Great War, he's the resident Nintendo boy. But yeah, after you ghosted me last Wednesday, dude, I have had that much going on. I will be there this Wednesday. Virtual handshake and all that lovely stuff. Tomorrow night, mate, I will hit you up. Battlefield is installed, ready to go. You own it, do you, Matt? Well, there you go. That answers everything. But yeah, Gears of War, there. Can't get the words out. The whistle. Let's wet the whistle. Gears of War voice actor says the Coalition nearly made Gear 6 instead of E-Day. Liam McIntyre brought JD Phoenix to life in Gears of War 4 and 5. The voice actor has praised the upcoming Gears of War E-Day showcase and the new direction for the franchise, but has revealed that Gear 6 was happening and he hopes to see the series continue. We know we're going to get Gear 6. It's inevitable. They've got to finish that trilogy, as much as it was by far the most pants trilogy in the Gears series. I know you've been busy just giving you a hard time. I know, Aero Nation. You know my circumstances, my friend. But yeah, Gear 6. Gears of War E-Day is a 2026 prequel taking us all the way back to the events of Emergence Day and the fallout that ensued. It's a bold move following the recent sequels, and one of the series' key voice actors has chimed in on Gears and where it possibly headed. Gears of War 6 was considered before E-Day. Well, it's kind of logical that they were going to go down Gears 6 before they decided to do E-Day. But it says here, JD Phoenix, voiced by actor Liam McIntyre, recently responded to the upcoming Gears of War E-Day presentation taking place after the Xbox showcase. He's delighted that the announcement and the reveal that he's pumped to see it happening. When asked if he was upset about the trilogy not being completed, he had this to say on X. Let's scroll down. And this is what he has to say. I hope they come back to it, but I love those guys and just want them to make a game that they feel nails the Gears experience everyone loves. That'd be awesome. And hey, if it leads back to the trilogy, happy days. But they then quizzed him about Gears 6. And this is his response. We did Gears 4 and 5 and was a suggestion that maybe they would be a Gears 6. But the team wanted to try something new, as I understand it. And honestly, it looks great. Can't wait to play it. Well, the guy is a little bit busy anyway. So if I remember rightly, Liam McIntyre is the guy that is now voicing Wolverine. So he is a busy boy. But yeah, we could have got Gears 6. I don't care. E-Day, Gear 6, whatever. Don't care. I can't wait to see what E-Day looks like. It is going to be off the chain. The Coalition know what they're doing. When have they made a bad game? They haven't. As much as the Gears 4 and 5, they're not as hard-hitting as the original trilogy. It's Gears. What more fun can you have with a chainsaw and a machine gun? Gears of War. But E-Day is gonna blow our socks off. I really can't wait. As 78 in the chat is saying here, Gears of War E-Day needs to hit hard. Microsoft needs it to. Yes, they do. And I think it is going to be that kind of thing that, on top of what Asher Sharma's already doing with regards to putting the fans at the forefront. Yes, Aero Nation, 6 weeks till Forza. This game is going to put the Xbox back on a pedestal in some way because, yeah, we're getting Halo, what is it, the campaign evolved. Who cares? I personally not bothered. I played enough Halo to last me a lifetime. Wasn't that impressed with the latest one they did. Yeah, I'm not really going to do it. I didn't do it with Gears Reloaded. I couldn't be bought. I think I played first 2 missions and I was like, no, I did this enough the first time around. So why the hell would I want to do it again? I like new experiences. I like to see something fresh, something new. Yes, Aero Nation, Paris is dropping a preview tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time for Forza. Oh, I'll be having a look at that because as much as you think, oh, I play my horror games, I play my shooters, my adventure games, I do like Forza Horizon. And for it to be in Japan, with the car culture that that country has, I can't wait to get my hands on that. It's going to be epic. But Gears of War is going to be up there as well. I think now that Ash is in charge, you're going to start seeing a lot of things. How do you put it? The engine's running at full speed. So we're going to see a lot coming out of Microsoft. The showcase itself, I reckon, is going to be insanely good. I can't wait. I'm going to try and get that week off. I know that Mag is, almost halfway to helping him, all of the community helping him to get to LA for the showcase. So I'm going to pick up the mantle because there's not going to be a lot of people online. I'm going to live stream that. The showcase, I'm going to live stream it and E-Day's Deep Dive. So come and check that out in June. Not that long. Not long at all. It is going to be absolutely epic. And it's going to be one of them, isn't it? Have I got a button on my soundboard I could use? No, I haven't. But in the immortal words of Stone Cold, it'll be a...
Give me a hell yeah!
We are definitely going to have a good showcase. Aero Nation, why the hell not, mate? Why the hell not? It'd probably melt my laptop, but hell, let's give it a go. We'll co-stream the showcase. What day is it on? Help me out there, Jack. What day is the showcase on for Xbox? It's just so I know if I haven't got my son at home. But I'm sure my laptop can handle a hour-long showcase. Don't see why not. But yeah, why the hell not? But mark it in your calendar, Aero Nation. We will be dual streaming that. That'll be fun. Sunday. I'll just boot him out of his room if he's here. I'll have to work it out because I have him every other weekend, but I'm sure he would not be bothered. He may even sit in on it. So mark it in your calendar. Me and Aero Nation are going to be watching that. So come and join us in the chat on that one. But yeah, we've had Mass Effect TV show kind of messing with us. 78, mate. I hope you get tickets as well. I hope Mag manages to hit his target. Anyone who's watching and you've not been over to check out Mag and the Mag Show, go over and check out his channel. Yeah, Aero Nation, you're the adult, act like one. Yeah. You wouldn't think so. The pets in this house control this house, not me. The dog even tells my missus when it's bedtime. But yeah, Mass Effect messing with us. Gears of War almost got Gear 6. Obviously, we've got E-Day to look forward to. But anyone who has not checked out Mag, as I was saying, always get sidetracked when I'm doing these live streams. Go and check him out. Support him. Grandpa Barbecue Game Cat.
Welcome.
I'm the hardcore one that stays up late. You're the hardcore one that gets up at 4:24 in the morning in dear Australia. Oh, dude, you're hardcore. You really are hardcore. But yeah, go over and help Mag out. You've got Magcast tonight. Obviously, after this will be Red Wolf Renegade doing the Renegade Realm podcast. To go over and check him out after you've watched my smiley happy face until about 10:30ish. UK time, that is. But yeah, we've had a couple of interesting topics there. But the industry, to me, is in flux, majorly in flux. We've got layoffs happening all the time now. It is becoming a weekly thing. there's somebody losing their job in the games industry, and it has 78 Inc. Are you being serious, mate? Word on the street is that we will get to see Helix also at the showcase. Ooh. Would it be too soon to show it? Are they going to show it at the showcase, or are they saving that for the 25th anniversary? Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, 78. It'd get people pumped up. Even if it's just a sneak peek at the showcase. Right, a slap bang at the end. Here you go. Here's like a silhouette of what Helix is going to look like. And then do the full reveal at the 25th anniversary in November. Obviously, we still haven't had confirmation of anything going on in November. It's all rumours and speculation. But if they don't, they're just stupid. Is that the rake that they're waiting to stand on? We should hopefully hear something soon. Nation, I think Helix is teased at the showcase and shown off with a release date at the Game Awards. I don't know, or would it's kind of a weird one, isn't it? The way this year's going to fall, because you've got the showcase. Ashley Sharma's on form; she's firing on all cylinders. Xbox seems to be on a vertical trajectory. They're going to do it at the Game Awards, or are they going to literally show it at their own 25th anniversary? Red Wolf Renegade, my brother from another mother.
Welcome.
Have you finally taken yourself away from, well, you playing Crimson Desert now, or have you actually started the DLC for Starfield? Oh, dude, you got a lot on your plate at the moment. You missed out at the beginning. Doesn't look very good for the whole Mass Effect TV show, but well, we can only hope. But yeah, layoffs are happening left, right, and centre. And the big one for me, and this is a big one. Yes, it's over on Kotaku again. Just about to start Starfield. No show tonight because of it. Now that's loyalty to the cause. That is, brother. That really is. Dude. You need to sort of get Aero Nation to sort you out a picture to put up on the on your channel. Close for the foreseeable. Red Wolf, bro, the Mass Effect news is trash. I'm completely checked out. F Amazon. Yep. I'm not getting my hopes up for it at all. Not in the slightest. As I said about it, it's just another Halo. But yeah, we're losing more people from the industry, and it's all started, well, end of last week, middle of last week, something like that. Deus Ex studio head leaves after 19 years. As 124 people lose their jobs after a new game reportedly cancelled. Yes, so we're definitely not going to be seeing a third game in the Deus Ex, well, the new trilogy, which were awesome games. There you go, Aero Nation. Close for Starfield updates. Oh, dear me. But yeah, David Afonso has departed Ubisoft Montreal amid the massive cuts. This is just shocking. Embracer-owned Eidos Montreal is laying off 124 people in the Deus Ex Studios' latest wave of downsizing. That's a posh word for getting ready to close it. Studio leader and 19-year veteran David Afonso is also stepping down amid the cuts. The reduction in workforce affecting 124 employees is a result of changing project needs and impacts across production and support teams. The studio announced on Monday, "Today is a difficult day for our studio and reflects the need to adapt and concentrate efforts where Eidos Montreal can be most effective." The statement continued. "We are deeply grateful for the team members impacted. This decision is not a reflection of their talent, dedication, or performance." Really? "Supporting those impacted with care and respect remains our priority while ensuring continuity for the teams moving forward." Error Nation, are you honestly asking me that question? Or asking chat that question?
What?
Yes, Mankind Divided is a bloody amazing game. Human Revolution is even... both of them. Go and play them. That should be your next game to play. Stream it on your channel, mate. They are awesome games. Absolutely awesome. You will not be disappointed. I'm with 78. I'm gutted. No third one in the trilogy. It really is. It's a bloody shame. Really is. Also, after many years as head of studio, David and Fossey and Eidos Montreal are also parting ways. We thank David for his contributions and wish him the best in his future endeavours. A transition plan is underway and further updates will be shared as new leadership is finalised. This is just bloody stupid. Gotta love Embracer. The lack of new leadership to announce suggests that the transition plan may in fact have not been underway before the studio was hit with fresh layoffs. There was an earlier round of cuts last December, preceded by an initial wave of layoffs that hit 75 people back in March of 2025. Oh. But they've also cancelled a game. And this is over. Zoom that in. That'll do. This is over on Instant Gaming News, which is behind my head. But all the chat saying before I jump into this. Red Wolf, dude, yeah, bro, do it. Deus Ex is peak. Aero, you need to stream it, mate. It is chef's kiss of a game. They are brilliant. And yes, Grandpa Barbecue King Cat, the original was... oh yeah. There's not even a word. You can't even call it the greatest of all time. There's not even a word to describe how good the original was. Yeah, Red Wolf. I know, 26 years ago, dude. 26 years ago. I feel old. Oh. That's actually... that came out when I was... wow. 6... was it? Yeah, I was 16 when that came out. Damn, I feel old. But yeah, over here on Instant Gaming News, because obviously you've had these layoffs, but they've also cancelled the game. Following a bombshell announcement yesterday regarding layoffs, it's been revealed that Eidos Montreal has cancelled an ambitious open-world game project. This project, known by the codename Project P11, had been in development for several years and represented a significant investment for the studio. It was ultimately scrapped amid a difficult period for the company, marked by internal restructuring and strategic changes imposed by its parent company, Embracer. Oh dear. The game was intended to offer an open-world action-adventure experience, but was never officially announced to the public. Insider Gaming had received exclusive images of the title on the condition that they not be revealed. Players took on the role of River, part of a group of teenagers capable of warding off evil spirits. They possessed magic staffs as well as magical creatures they could ride, including Redheart, River's companion, who resembled a giant moose. Well, they had me until the giant moose part. So this cancellation is part of a series of projects that have been scrapped in recent years, including a new Deus Ex, which highlights the studio's ongoing difficulties. Eidos Montreal has indeed experienced several recent rounds of layoffs. A direct result of these cancellations are a broader reorganization. Today, the studio appears to be shifting towards a role as co-developer on external projects such as Fable or Grounded 2, rather than producing its own major games. So, to me, that is a full-blown
fatality
to any future games from Eidos Montreal in any way, shape, or form. So did I, Red Wolf. I had hair back then, mate. I had a 16, yeah, I didn't have the ponytail at that point. I did have a ponytail. I'm not messing with you. I did have a ponytail. I had hair to about here. Oh, yeah, it does not look good for Eidos Montreal at all. That means they are being scaled down to be a support studio. As it said in the article, they are going to be producing, trees for Fable. Oh, wow. What is happening with the games industry? It really is in flux, but that's not all. It's not all in the slightest. Error Nation, you are going to have to stream. If you own that on Epic Games, mate, I expect your next streams to be full-blown RPG, Deus Ex. That game, mate, you're going to get blown away by it. I never played that 78. I never played the 4 on an iPhone. I never owned an iPhone. I'm an Android boy. You sure we didn't get lost at birth? You separated at birth or something? You had long hair as well, Red Wolf. Dear me. There's too many similarities here. Oh, I need to speak to my mother. Yeah, Aero. Make it happen. Make it happen. Dude, I think I've still got them. I've still got them. Might have them as 360 backwards compatible digital copies. So yeah, Eidos Montreal being scaled back to being a support studio. They've lost the lead who was there for 19 years, oversaw, as we're talking about in chat, Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. It's a shame. It really is a shame. But the interesting thing to come out of Layoffs over this week, and it's at a company I was not expecting. It really wasn't. And I'm surprised no other podcast has been talking about it. Oh, God, bloody ads on me. AVG. Yeah. Rockstar. Take Two. This is over on Eurogamer. Take Two lays off AI team. It's truly disappointing that my time with Take Two and that of my team has come to an end. Get rid of the AI team. What? Really? Oh, these people saying AI is going to take over. And the company that everyone's sitting around waiting for their next big game with Rockstar, GTA 6, has decided that's it. We're getting rid of the AI team. Scroll over and get rid of that. There we go. So, Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of GTA developer Rockstar Games, has reportedly laid off its AI team, including the head of AI. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick has previously plainly stated that AI is incapable of creativity of its own, but this is his strongest message yet, that Take-Two's approach to AI bucks an industry trend that has seen more and more studios pivot to AI tools, most recently at the cost of human translators, one of them being, I think it was Warhorse. Was it Warhorse? I think it was Warhorse. Don't quote me on that, but they got rid of a translator because AI could do it better. And human-made in-game artwork. This is just insane. Oh, the big company, the guys that are going to be bringing us Grand Theft Auto at the end, well, hopefully at the end of the year, by AI. This is it's definitely a moment for the old games industry there, isn't it? It's truly disappointing that I have to share with you that my time with Take-Two and that of my team has come to an end. Dickin wrote on LinkedIn, thanks to Kotaku. I know what seems to be a Kotaku night. I will have the time in a week or so to make more reflective post on my time with Zynga and Take-Two. But for now, I would appreciate your help in finding these awesome, talented folks new positions before sharing some of the skills of his team. Yeah, still not. It sucks. It does suck that they're losing their jobs, but they're making a valid point. Don't need AI. Get rid of that. Go away. We've been developing cutting-edge technology to support game development now for 7 years. These folks know how to match innovation and novel problem-solving approaches with strong product design chops to create systems that empower people throughout the development workflow. Who cares? As for Zelnick, every entertainment business that was supposed to be destroyed by new technology hasn't been. He said recently, when I was a little kid, calculators came along and parents were all up in arms that now schools would not teach kids maths. Valid point. I failed maths. You had a calculator. Why do you need it? Because they had access to calculators. Well, people are learning maths today, even though there are calculators. Zelnick even is very much an outlier, though many other game companies, including Krafton, Square Enix, EA, and more, have invested heavily in the new tech. And don't even get me started with Krafton. Go and check out my Subnautica videos. That is not going to end well for them at all. So, not only did we get some kind of sad news with the whole Eidos Montreal, but to me, yes, it sucks that somebody has lost their job with regards to the AI at Take-Two, but at least Zelnick is standing his ground and it's no more AI at all. Man-made projects, no AI tools. Fair dues to the guy. And a lot of other companies will probably pivot that way, because if these guys are doing it, I can understand the use of AI if it somehow helps with a game or some animation or actual storytelling and design. Not so much. Yes, I use AI in my thumbnails. Some of my thumbnails I use AI to help create backgrounds, but the majority of my thumbnail is made by me. This is what they're trying to put across. AI shouldn't be the sole focus. It should be a tool used, and that is it. And yes, Aero Nation, haha, craft on. As I like to say, crapped on, because that's what they seem to be doing to most of their studios. But I'm all up for it, whether you use it as a tool or not. I have to admit, the one thing I'm up for is somebody standing up for the little guy. The guy that is sitting there for 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day, creating something with passion. And yeah, back the little man. So hats off to Take Two and hats off to Zelnick for standing up to it. Still use AI in some format, but don't use it as a crutch, because that is what is happening. People are using it as a crutch. And it's, well, as you can see with Ashley Sharma, she's not aiming for AI. You can see it's the shift. There's a paradigm shift in the industry at the moment. We're walking a fine line between AI on one side and yet developers on the other. And it's teetering. It's in flux. The whole industry is in flux. And unfortunately, it's us that will suffer. That's why you're having these studio closures and people losing their jobs and games and our favorite franchises being cancelled because of AI and the investment that they need. It sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm have to keep an eye on this one, see where this one goes in the near future. But Xbox is back at it again. Oh, FanFest is going on tour. That Room Factory Guardians of Azuma game is so in the packaging, not opened it yet. Matt, seriously? Dude. I don't even know what the game is, but you don't leave a game in the packaging. You'll play it. But yeah, FanFest is going on tour. So not only are they getting the FanFest in LA, which obviously I mentioned before, Mark is saving up to go and meet Clint Eastwood in person, but they are going on tour around the world. So there's going to be FanFest at Cologne, London, obviously LA, Mexico City, Seattle, Sydney, Tokyo, and Toronto. So if Mark doesn't get the money, at least there's one on his doorstep. Every nation, the further we get from 2020, the more these companies see that as an outlier market, that an achievable, sustainable goal. Yeah. The industry is just, yeah. It frustrates me. I almost ended up in this industry. I did start doing some training in video game design over a decade ago. And it completely threw me that the second lesson that I had to learn was corporate espionage. Yes, they actually teach you it. But yeah, Xbox FanFest is going on tour for the 25th anniversary celebration. So is this going to be something that they do every year? Or is it just going to be for the 25th anniversary? We don't know. But it's still exciting for gaming, exciting for gamers. And it's definitely exciting if you're an Xbox fan that you're going to have the FanFest back, because that was the biggest kick in the teeth. Because I'm old enough to remember E3. I covered them via a personal blog over on GameSpot years and years and years ago. And I missed that. I really do miss that. Even though I was watching it live 2, 3, 4 in the morning, following these press conferences and all the rest of it, and watching them go around the show floor. As gamers, we need that. We need that connection to the industry. So I'm glad that FanFest is coming back. Obviously, as we said before, me and Aero Nation will be doing the showcase. I will get him over onto the channel for that. I'm going to watch that, have a blast. Hopefully won't melt me a laptop in the process, but what a way to go out. Melt the laptop. So yeah, FanFest, if you're looking forward to it, I know I am. I know a lot of people in chat are going to be looking forward to it. Anyone after the fact, if you get this far into the video, I will put timestamps up. I will skim the video to get my timestamps because I completely forgot to bring a pen and paper with me. Let me know in the comments. That's the same for anything that we've talked about. during the show, let me know Seth Monsters is in the house.
Welcome.
Unfreaking believable.
He is here. Error Nation, we're going back to subsidizing, baby. They're going to have to. I reckon that will be the big kick, that final kick in the teeth to Sony, who are obviously struggling with the price and what they're going to do. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome if they come out and they announce Project Helix or whatever they want to call it. Personally, just call it Xbox. I can see them coming out at a lower price point. How cool would that be? Get through the whole thing, show it all off, and then go, right, here's be realistic. Here's a, say, $700 console. Subsidize the hell out of it. Dude, Grandpa Barbecue, who would like to see FanFest show Helix and announce an April 2027 release? Dude, that would be
Unfreaking believable.
Seth Monsters, the White Rog, got a $100 price drop today. There is, I didn't put it in tonight's show, but there has been, is it Memory? Has dropped in price for the first time in a while. CPUs, I think, is another one. Prices are dipping. We'll have to wait and see whether or not it stays consistent. But Grandpa Barbecue, that'd be absolutely bonkers, mate. Yeah, Aero Nation and me on the same page. They're going to have to subsidize the hell out of this because the brand is broken. And Asher is doing everything in her power at the moment to kind of appeal to the fans. We're getting these new dashboard updates. You've got FanFest coming back. We've got the showcase, E-Day. We've got loads to look forward to. The 25th anniversary in November. I could picture this, that 25th anniversary. Can you imagine them doing, say, another like not a documentary, but a mini trailer of the original Xbox and what they went through to get to that point? Then they shift it to the Xbox 360 area. Then they shift it to Xbox One. Series consoles. And then the future is now. Here's Helix. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be an epic year for Xbox. Absolutely epic. But yeah, if you live in any of these cities or you live close to one and you're going, please let me know in the comments below. If you're not going, come and join me streaming the showcase and the deep dive into Gears of War on the, was it 7th of June? I'm never good with dates. I have to keep looking at it over and over again. Getting old. Aero Nation TV. Maybe these companies are going to start putting consoles out earlier in the year, like Nintendo, to line up releases with starts of their financial year. Could well be. But if you look at how close the dev kits are coming out early 2027, I don't see an early release. Well, you never know. Who knows? Obviously, it's going to have backwards compatibility anyway. So the way to look at it is they could probably, the dev kits are going to be internal. So you're going to have first party games on these dev kits. The dev kits they're probably putting out early 2027 are for your third party titles. So you could, in theory, drop a console earlier and then let third party catch up over that 12-month period, as long as obviously backwards compatible. And we've got first party titles dropping into Game Pass and whatnot to keep us going until the third party catch up. Who knows? Aero Nation, I'm thinking May, June. Imagine a console launching around Summer Showcase. The only problem with that is nobody really games in May, June. That's when your cut-off point is. As the sun comes out and everyone starts to go off and play outside. Well, some generations do. I don't know. Who knows? Something to look forward to anyway. This Seth Monsters just made sure Rockstar has a dev kit yesterday. It was true. I'm not excited to see how GTA is going to run on these current gen consoles. Don't like to bring it up a lot, but look at Crimson Desert. It's pushing the console. Really is pushing the console. If you think GTA is not going to push your Xbox or your PlayStation, you're in for a shock. You really are. But the big story tonight. What's that? Aero Nation. Yeah, but game releases used to hyper-focus around September, November. Look at... Oh, interesting. Get that. There go. Whoa, where is it? Lost it. Hyper-focus around September, November. Look at games. No, you've got AAA games coming out year-round now. Yeah, you got a point. Aero Nation, you have got a point, my friend. It could happen. It could happen. One of them. Who knows? Who knows what Asher has up her sleeve? But for what she's doing so far, I'm not being horrible. She's nailing it to a wall. Xbox do what Nintendo don't. That old saga sales pitch. Oh, God, Matt. Seth Monsters Crimson Desert looks good with the latest update. It does. It does look really good on Series X. My partner's playing the hell out of it. I think she said she's on end of chapter 3. And it does. It's like upstairs, I've got a 42-inch TV with Dolby Vision on it. And it looks stunning on that. And I've got a 65-inch LG downstairs. And it even looks a little bit washed out. But then I get my backlights on the way up. Still looks awesome. But GTA is just one of them. These big games are really starting to push these consoles. They really are pushing them. Who knows? Oh, Matt and Sega. You're an old boy. There's nothing wrong with Sega. Sega was awesome. I was more, as much as I hate to admit it, I wasn't a Sega boy. I was a Nintendo boy at the start, and then I went to PlayStation, and then Xbox, and then everything else is written. So yeah, where were we? Next topic. That's what we want to talk about. The big topic of the night. Lord of the Rings. Well, there's two stories to this. Obviously, we don't know anything concrete, but it looks like we're getting a Lord of the Rings game in the very near future. But who's developing it? That's the question. Because the first article I'm going to have a look at gives us a big shock on who could potentially do it. I don't care. Either one would be awesome. So let's go and have a look. Seth Monsters, what you're saying in chat there, mate. Best games always come out at the end of the console cycle. That is true. But yes, over on Insider Gaming exclusive, veteran studio working on a new Lord of the Rings game. Now, this is rumored to be an RPG. But the studio that is supposedly working on it is none other than Warhorse. Yep. Recent claims surfaced regarding Kingdom Come Deliverance developer Warhorse Studios working on the Lord of the Rings game, while sources say that it's possible they are also working on one. They aren't the studio working on this specific game, because it looks like we're getting two Lord of the Rings games. And all this was via Abu Dhabi Investment Office was being designed in a way complete. It's being this game, it says here, in October 2025, Insider Gaming exclusively reported that the new Lord of the Rings game was in development. This game, according to sources, was being backed by an Abu Dhabi investment office and was being designed in a way that it could compete with Hogwarts Legacy. At the time of the report, it was understood that multiple parties were involved in the game, including Embracer and Revenge. There were also other studios working on the game, and Insider Gaming has learned which studio that is, and obviously it mentions Warhorse. But it's also Crystal Dynamics. Yes. According to those close to the game's development, Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics is working on the upcoming Lord of the Rings game. This work is alongside what's being done on the new Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, and Tomb Raider Catalyst titles. Now, I'll kind of do a segue slightly into that. They have reportedly, it's a rumor, the Tomb Raider games have been delayed. It's not been announced yet. It's just a rumor from a very good source, if I was to be honest. They reckon that Legacy of Atlantis is now being pushed back to 2027 and 2028 for Tomb Raider Catalyst. Personally, that's not a bad thing. There's enough games to play over the next 12 months, so taking the likes of Tomb Raider out of the equation kind of eases up the slate a little bit. But obviously, Insider Gaming have gone in and asked for comment. Neither Warhorse is or Crystal Dynamics are talking about it. So it's all rumors and speculation. So take it with a pinch of salt. But it looks like we're either getting one and they're working together, or we're getting two Lord of the Rings games. And one of them is supposedly an RPG. Now, can you imagine an RPG on the level of, say, Crimson Desert, set in the world of Lord of the Rings? That would be absolutely epic. Just imagine Lord of the Rings skin on Crimson Desert. What we got in chat? Matt, I think Battle for Middle-earth is the only Lord of the Rings game I played. I think that was on the Xbox 360. Dude, I played all of them. They were absolutely awesome. The Shadow of Mordor games. It's a shame that we've lost that tech with Monolith Studios being shut. Them games were absolutely bloody phenomenal. Error Nation, it is weird that we didn't get a release date with Atlantis and haven't really heard much since, so delay makes sense. Yes, it does. I'm going to do a video about it, probably might record one tomorrow and put it up on the channel. Give or take. Either tomorrow or Thursday, one or two. Going into a little bit more detail on the rumour of Tomb Raider being delayed, because it's a shame. If it is, because I'm looking forward to it. Saw the trailers, it looks awesome, but it's one of them. There's enough coming out this year. Are you really going to have time to sink your teeth properly into Tomb Raider? I don't know. Personally, delay it. If it's true, delay it. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, potentially 2 new games. That's just insane. That is really insane, but it makes sense that the likes of Crystal Dynamics would be doing something like that, because isn't it Amazon that owns the Lord of the Rings franchise now? They're working with them on Tomb Raider. Just makes sense. And that new Tomb Raider TV series actually does look good. From the images I've seen, it does look like it's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to seeing what Sophie Turner does with Lara Croft. But Lord of the Rings, we are so overdue a damn good Lord of the Rings game. And as I said, put a skin over the top of Crimson Desert. Epic battles, massive world to explore. Obviously, flesh the story out a bit better than Crimson Desert. That would just be insane. Absolutely insane. They do. It is Amazon. They have an agreement with the Tolkien rights holders. If I was to put my money on the one that is potentially more, how do I put it? Going to be more truthful to a game being developed would be Crystal Dynamics, and obviously they're working with Amazon in cahoots with the Tomb Raider. So it makes sense that it could be like leaning on Crystal Dynamics to do that, but that's a lot of game. That'll be 3 big games coming out of Crystal Dynamics, and they have had layoffs over the last 12 months. So I don't know. But Warhorse. Oh, Matt, you and Lara Croft. Dude. We all know what version... Well, I know what version of Lara Croft you like, and I'm not even going to go there. Just in case any younger viewers watch. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to the new Tomb Raider series. Why not? It's got to be better than some of the trash that's on TV at the moment. And, hell, as long as they don't mess it up like it sounds like they're going to mess up the Mass Effect TV series. Who knows? Could be an absolute winner, but we will have to wait and find out. Same with all these delays. But yeah, as I said, I will do a video on that for the channel, going into a bit more detail and digging a little bit deeper. I've also going to be doing a video on the channel with regards to the Resident Evil DLC that is in the pipeline. So keep an eye out on the channel for that one. But Warhorse. Let's get back to Lord of the Rings. I digress. Warhorse could make an absolutely awesome RPG Lord of the Rings game. I have yet to start Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because it's just one of them games I bought on sale. But that game is another Crimson Desert. You've got to sink some serious hours into it. So it's in the pipeline. But they could do an amazing job, because the first game was awesome. The first person Lord of the Rings RPG, full character creation, and just throw you into a really deep and rich story. I don't care which of these developers makes this Lord of the Rings game, or both of them make a Lord of the Rings game. I don't care. I will happily, if the game is good enough, be all over it like a wet rash. Thank you, Aero Nation. Beat RE9 then. More videos. Yeah. I've got the review for Resident Evil 9 is in the pipeline. I think I've nearly finished my third. I'm going to do one playthrough and I'm going to do my review. So that is in the pipeline as well, and I've got a couple of newsy bits that I'm going to drop on to the channel. I'm just trying to find a new schedule for doing my videos, because I've changed work schedules, obviously looking after my partner, trying to get a nice life-work balance. So channel's a bit hit and miss at the moment, but I'm trying to sort it out. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of videos coming to the channel in the very near future. And what has Matt got to say? Phoebe Waller-Bridge is producing the Lara Croft series. She's a series destroyer. Trust me, I've watched some rubbish on TV lately, and I'll make my decision when it comes out. But as for Sophie Turner as Tomb Raider, I think it's not a bad choice. Not the worst one. So, we don't know what's going on with these potentially two Lord of the Rings games. Either way, you're going to be getting one potentially from Warhorse Studios, or you'll be getting one from Crystal Dynamics. So if you're excited to see what is going to happen with them and you want me to cover whatever comes out of it, let me know in the comments if you're watching after the fact. But it's one of them. I'm super stoked for an RPG Lord of the Rings game. That would be insane. Absolutely bonkers. But there's not a lot I can talk about because nobody knows anything yet. It's just a rumor. So we'll have to wait and see. But Lord of the Rings, and you're going to be getting potentially 2 new games? Yes, please. It's definitely becoming the year of horror. Well, games industry in general seems to be leaning onto horror, especially the indies. And the AAAs seem to be leaning onto RPGs. So we're going back to the single player games, people. Which is not a bad thing. But what have we got going on in chat? Oh, is Matt going on about you? Going on about Sophie? Oh. Yes, I know she ruined Indiana Jones. Completely destroyed James Bond. It ain't going to be good. Are you on about Waller-Bridge, or so? What's her name? Sophie Waller-Bridge. Yeah. Well, we don't know. I don't judge a book until I've at least read the first chapter, and that'll be the first episode of a TV series. I always gauge it off the first episode. Never believe the hype that it gets better later down the line. If it doesn't impress me on the first episode, I don't carry on. Same with games. If the story really doesn't draw me in enough, I don't finish it. That's why Game Pass is a really good thing. See, Matt, look what you're doing. Even Grandpa Barbecue Game Cat isn't interested in Tomb Raider now. Dude. Seriously. Oh.
Fight!
There's a fight in my chat here. Oh, dear me. Can't take you anywhere, Matt. Really can't take you anywhere. But yeah. Quite an interesting group of topics tonight, isn't it? So Mass Effect, I'll summarise it for anyone who's watching and not participating, or watching after the fact that you just want to skip to the end of the video. Mass Effect TV show is kind of gonna get watered down for non-gamers. Yeah, Gears of War actor Liam McIntyre, has come out and stated we almost got Gear 6 instead of E-Day. We're still going to get Gear 6. Deus Ex Studio has lost its lead and 124 employees during their shrinkage into a support studio, because that is what is going to happen to them. It is a full-blown
fatality
for the studio. Big one, Take Two have decided, no, we are not going to invest in AI at all. We're shutting down our AI team, getting rid of a lot of them. So, yeah, not good. People losing their jobs, but at least he's standing up for the little man who is developing these games and throwing hours and hours of their passion and their talent into them. Xbox FanFest is going on tour, so if you are looking forward to anything Xbox over the course of the next nine months, even longer, you've got something to look forward to. You've got FanFest going on tour. You've got the 25th anniversary this year. So there is a lot of things to look forward to from Xbox. And the big one tonight was obviously Lord of the Rings is potentially getting not one, but 2 games. One from Warhorse Studios and one from Crystal Dynamics. Or it could be a case of they're mingling and they're working together. We don't know. So I will keep an eye on that one. And if anything happens to make it to rounds on the dear old internet, I will jump on top of it and try and get a video done. As I said, I've got a couple of videos I'm going to throw into the pipeline. I'm going to delve into the Tomb Raider topic that I kind of threw in because of Crystal Dynamics. So we're going to delve into the rumor about Tomb Raider being delayed and a little bit more detail around it. That'll be coming to the channel in the next couple of days. I'm going to be doing a video on the RE9 DLC. Yes, I still haven't finished it, but once I've done it, there will be a review coming. Yes, it's a long time coming. A lot of people have already done it, but you guys want a Ixonstorm review for Resident Evil, so that is what I will do for you. But yeah, there's not much more to talk about tonight. Hope you've all had fun in chat and you've enjoyed the show. As Aero Nation has put in the chat, don't forget to like and subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing. It helps the channel grow. I have gained a couple of extra subscribers over the last week. So if you guys who have joined the channel recently enjoy the show, watching it after the fact, wherever you are on the planet, remember, hit that like button. Helps. It really does help. Let's get this channel to 200 subs, because I'm at 157 so far now. So let's get to 200. That's the milestone I want to hit. Let's get up to 200, because I've been at this now for almost 12 months. The channel has grown leaps and bounds. Live show started, 13 episodes in, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. So the more I enjoy it, the more you guys enjoy it. So yeah, like and subscribe, as Aero Nation put in. Also, before I go, if you're watching anything Xbox Showcase related, I will put another reminder in and just plug it now. Me and Aero Nation will be co-streaming that one. So come and join us on the 7th of June for the Xbox Showcase and deep dive into E-Day, because a lot of the big streamers are going to be there. So it gives us little people some time to shine. So that's the show for tonight. But before I'll jump straight in now. Yes, Grandpa Barbecue. Anyone who knows that this is Podcast Tuesday, I start off the proceedings at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and then Red Wolf goes live with his show about 30 minutes after me. He is not live tonight, so unfortunately he's playing the Starfield DLC, so no show this week. Hopefully he enjoys it. If you want some company next week, Red Wolf, give me a shout. Same, me and Aero will happily jump on and keep you company so that you're doing your solo. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing the new Starfield DLC. I've got way too much on my plate. But yeah, if you fancy some company, mate, hit me up. But that's it for today's show. It's episode 13. I hope to see all of you and anyone that watches after the fact that have enjoyed it next Tuesday. But on that note, weather the storm. I'll see you all on the next one.
Humans, what have you learned?